What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Gang of Four's very first Ask a Maoist Anything segment. Um, I don't know where these other two reprobates are. Well, I know where Tiva is. Tiva is sick with hillbilly flu, and Matt is on mute because white people are to be silent. So, yeah, ask your questions in the chat, and if they're not stupid, no, liberation is not a polycule. You cannot join the Maoist polycule. It would be stinky in there if you did, if we had a polycule. So, yeah, we do not have a polycule. We are a strictly political caucus. We do not engage in those types of fun and games because comrades should not fuck comrades, politically or otherwise. It leads to too much drama. Like, I've been in orgs where, like, people are engaged in those types of intimate relations with each other, and it never ends up well. It always ends up with drama and problems. So, yeah, don't fuck your comrades. Anyways, what do civilians never understand about war? Let's find out. Because all Maoists talk about protracted people's war, but people really don't understand what war is like. Least of all me. I went to college. I didn't join the military.
What civilians never understand about war. And to start off with, here's one that even veterans might not know, which is that front lines are not set in stone. At places, they span in either direction by 15 kilometers, and in others, they're 100 meters apart. There is not a soldier placed every 2 meters on the front line checking for Russians. It's pockets of bunkers, even kilometers apart, with overlapping sectors of fire. And in the age of drones, this is even less so. And you can, like I did at the beginning of the war, walk a kilometer into Russian-occupied territory without even knowing it or firing my rifle.
That would be some funny shit. Hey, you are Ukraine? Why are you into Russian territory? You go back. You go back. I give you one shot. You go back. You know, come over here again. These other side of the fence.
This
It's
happens
been
all the
wild
time.
to see
Patrols
tanks
slip in through the
destroying drones destroying tanks.
Yeah. Well, that's the new age of warfare. Like people still think that like you line up and you people still think that like, oh, we're going to line up and we're all going to go fight the no, like that World War II type shit, that World War One type shit. That's the no. Like all conflicts nowadays have their fifth generation warfare. Like it's incredibly different. So like you were saying, like front lines aren't set in stone. Like the enemy could be, you could be right next to the fucking enemy. You wouldn't know it. Like for example, if shit pops off in the United States, like you might have an enemy every other house. It's going to be, that's why like Sherman.
Okay, now it's working.
Oh, what's up, Scroll?
Boom.
Yeah, Mouse
boom,
said this.
boom.
Mouse said this
Okay.
decades ago. Yes, we can hear you.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, okay. Good. We now have our required minority quota. Even though I don't know, I think Skrilla is Italian posing as Chicano. I don't think Skrilla's really Mexican.
I've sent you my DNA test. Don't even.
I don't know why you did that, but yeah.
When I saw Skrilla's face for the first time, I thought he was an Italian too.
Yeah, he's got the hair slick. He's got the hair slick back. Skrilla, are you in the mob?
I wish.
He can't answer that.
Nuestra familia or some shit. Them norteños.
Eso Costa. Yeah, you get the norteños. You like the progressive, the preferred.
The progressive ones versus the fucking Mexican mafia, the Soreños.
La M.
Yes.
Oh,
Yo, why did you not join? Yo, you said you live in NWI. Why'd you not join the NWI DSA?
Leave Yo alone. Stop harassing our chat.
Tracks, and they'll find themselves very deep into enemy territory on both ends. War is not infantry anymore. It is drones. I've said this on my channel many times, but most of the deaths are from drones, either directly or indirectly.
Oh, you're watching Civ Div.
That's something I've noticed on my channel a lot recently, which is that people really want to see that infantry GoPro footage. But you're going to be hard-pressed to find any nowadays. I mean, you're going to find it from Azov.
Yeah, it was a new African comrade that actually recommended it. I've been just hooked on his shit, watching it on my break.
Civ Div is hard.
You're gonna find from.
I love a lot of the shit that he puts out. Even though he's like a cuck for Ukraine, he's still cool as shit.
Yeah.
And the shit that he puts out.
He's a cuck for Ukraine. We're cucks for the Naxalites and for the NPA. Everybody's a
cuck.
But
we ain't going out there fighting for them. That's the difference between us.
There you go.
The professional groups. The reason is that drones are locking it down like crazy. It's not like the beginning of the war in Ukraine, 2022, 2023, where you can push up 50 meters away daily. That's something that happens only with a lot of preparation beforehand, taking out drone teams, a lot of reconnaissance, A lot of planning, route planning, because there's so much mines, and then eventually they can get in. And here's one that still people don't seem to understand, which is that combat, actually firing a rifle is like 1% of the job. Most of the job as an infantryman is not going to be shooting somebody in the face. It's going to be pulling logistics out of the truck and moving into the base. It's going to be building and working on your bunker. It's going to be training and waking up early and drilling.
And everybody that's played armor knows this.
That
Like in armor, you spend most of your fucking time driving.
That is most of it. And in combat, it's mostly patrolling. It's mostly sitting down and being bored as artillery hits you. And when artillery hits you, it's almost always luck to survive. If you survive, you
being hit by artillery has to suck. Like like your family, they expect you to be like somewhat intact, maybe a nice little clean bullet hole in your head or something like that. But like
here and there, and also disintegrated in some parts.
They're burying fucking sandbags because like what's left of you is slurry in fucking Syria somewhere.
So basically, most of combat is boring work. Sounds similar to organizing. Actually,
he's a Nazi rat. Wait, this guy works for the fucking Israelis.
I haven't heard that.
Shit.
The reasoning he gave to even go out and fight, because he fought for the YPG, he fought for some Yazidi militia, and he fought in Ukraine. The reason he said he even did that shit was for anti-imperialism. So I'm not sure if he is a refugee, but I didn't look into it, so I'm not going to say for certain. I'm saying what I am either sure of or not sure of.
Even if it's still like tactically useful shit because he actually has more experience fighting than most leftists, and well, pretty much every leftist in the U.S. does.
Right. Even if he is ideologically unaligned, there are still like so many different gun channels and survival tube channels and all the other shit that are like right-wing nuts. You feel me?
Watching bombing footage, yeah.
It might not be the best way to explain this, but look at what the U.S. did to Iran, where they bombed all the
Mark, why don't you hop on? We're being a stranger.
Missile silos, and they went hundreds of kilometers deep into enemy territory to conduct strikes. Plus, drones, they're in the air. They are a part of air superiority, once again proving the point. It is something.
0 people are watching this on the Gang of 4 YouTube.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, 0 people. This is why I keep streaming it to my fucking personal stream. Like, I hate doing that. But, like, we got to build up our base.
Bro, where the fuck is Indigo? Where the fuck is Cyan? Where the fuck is T-Bo?
I don't know. Cyan is probably somewhere drinking some more borax. T-Bo's I don't know where the fuck Indigo is.
Many have heard, and it's only getting more so as war continues. There's always going to be a need for a rifleman. Unmanned ground vehicles and aerial drones are still coming out of the gate, and there's lots they will.
How much would we say that drone costs? The Israelis are using Chinese drones.
Doesn't Ukraine get their drones from Turkey?
The Israelis get their drones. Did I say Ukraine? Yeah, Israel gets their drones from China. And they're civilian drones, but they like repurpose them for military shit.
Quit fucking with that light.
I hate seeing.
There's always going to be a need for a man to go into a tunnel or room and put a bullet through somebody's head. That'll never go away. Robot dogs or armed drones, they're a part of it, but they'll never have the ingenuity or the slipperiness as a human who's able to use his head and overcome even thermal imaging with an umbrella. Not everyone takes a video of what they're doing.
If Mao was so great, how come there's no Mao too? There was his name was Deng Xiaoping.
His name was Abumel Guzman.
His name was Black Redguard.
The heroes that I look up to never took a video or rarely do. It's not that it's wrong or right, but just take their word when they tell you a story. That is, if they aren't the type to embellish. Speaking on that point, yes, many veterans lie. But sometimes it's true lies. I would never do that, especially having a YouTube. My accountability is right in front of you.
And what's a true lie?
Witness what I talk about publicly.
It's a lie that's true. Are you stupid or something?
What the fuck is a true lie?
It's a lie that's true.
It's
under a medicine cap. Grandma really could have thrown it away.
There are people who should have shut their mouth long ago, but keep going on with their lies. Just remember, not everyone is a Navy SEAL or a sniper, so be careful and ask for credentials if it's important.
I'm a Navy SEAL. I was a member of MEAL. I was a member of MEAL Team 6.
There's no music in war. There's no glory. It's just panic. There's no main character or a protagonist. It's people with a job doing that job. Some are better than others, but that's about it. Going on with that, even for infantrymen.
This is Kivdev, and he's talking about what civilians never understand about war.
Most of the time, it's just a normal job. You wake up, you do.
Look, we're the Maoist caucus. We have to do nothing but like. In true LARPer fashion, just sit and watch fucking bombing footage and military videos. Then
You
we
see
have
how
to
they're
we have,
you see how they're dropping it over that part of the trench in particular, and it has like the most like cover. That's where that's probably where like everybody sleeps.
yeah.
some training or load up logistics.
Look at
I
General
find it
Matt over here. Look
I
at
find it
General Matt over here.
crazy how the Ukraine war revived trench warfare. We ain't
Yeah.
did this shit in 100 years, and we doing this shit now. That is
Comrades, we
crazy.
keep it old school. I do not know how to build. I do not know how to build trench, Comrade Colonel. You're going to learn today.
You're working on base. That's the majority of the time. I already kind of spoke
I imagine you can see motherfuckers running around and moving in there. Like that's useless.
about that, but definitely worth saying again. War eats everything. I think it's something that everybody already saw in Gaza, but also in Ukraine. I found that civilians oftentimes underestimate how much war consumes. It's not just lives and lives of soldiers, but economies, families, future generations. In Ukraine, entire towns are erased. Infrastructure is destroyed. Farmland is mined. It is not just fighting soldiers. It is society being ripped apart. Another one I've heard.
You know, and like there's still it's called the Iron Harvest. Like in Belgium, because like it was basically rat fucked by World War One. Like farmers, when they go, they have to be careful where they plow and like where they run over tractors because there's still like unexploded ordnance. So like, and they just basically just get the shit, and the cops they come and they get it and they leave the shit by the side of the road so that ordnance disposal teams. Like, can you imagine being blown the fuck up by like a fucking 115-year-old fucking mine or artillery shell? And some of that shit has mustard gas in it. Like World War One fucked up pretty much all of the Belgian countryside. You can still go to Passchendaele and see like the earth is like those hills, the artificial hills that were made by massive artillery bombardments.
And wasn't most of the Maginot Line like bordering Belgium?
And the Maginot Line,
Yeah.
it was useless. The Germans in World War II basically went around it.
Mm-hmm.
How dare you? That is not honorable. You cannot just go around the Maginot Line. You are supposed to charge like we did in World War One, and you are supposed to die that way. You are not supposed to. You are sneaky. That is not how you fight a war.
Don't change your tactics.
Yeah, you come down. How dare you change your tactics? What is this airplane? Where are your horses? And then like Cambodia and Laos, they're still heavily rat fucked because they were, of course, bombed. So yeah,
Laos is the most bombed country in history.
Yeah.
It is.
Entire Maginot was on the border of France and Germany. Oh, thank you, Colonel Red.
And they glassed the fuck out of Cambodia. See, the thing is with Cambodia too, that's very interesting is one of the reasons why Pol Pot moved so many people to the countryside is because that's where America was bombing, was the countryside. And so there was very little food and just general population on the countryside.
How dare you do fucking Pol Pot apologetics on stream?
I'm not defending Pol Pot. He was a terrible fucking human being. But
how do you know so much about Pol Pot? Because you've been studying the motherfucker. Why are you studying evil?
He's trying to get a job at the Red Cross.
It behooves me to enter the world blind and deaf.
Yeah, you want to be fucking Pol Pot of America? Is that it? That's how you want to avenge the theft of your people's land by massacring every fucking body? You want to implement the Plan de San Diego on steroids? That's it?
Year zero.
What's the Plan de San Diego?
El Plan de San Diego. I will teach you. Plan.
Yes, teach me.
San Diego.
I need to learn something tonight.
Yeah, don't be an ignorant hillbilly. Okay, so El Plan de San Diego was a plan drafted in San Diego, Texas in January 15 by a friend of Basilio Ramos Jr., Agustinez Garza, y A.A. Sainz, along with 6 identified Juaristas who would end up signing the document. The group was of Mexicano and Tejano rebels, and they hoped to seize Arizona, New Mexico, California, Colorado, and most importantly, Texas, in order to create an independent, libertarian in the socialist sense, republic for Mexicans and Tejanos from the United States. The plan also called for neighboring states of those aforementioned to be seized by those of African and Japanese descent in order to create republics in the same organizational structure of the Hispanic state envisioned by the plan. So the background was Mexican people in Texas and New Mexico and Arizona were basically treated like, we're basically treated like my own people in the South. So yeah, Basically, they basically invented the JD Pond, I guess. The plan called for starting the execution of Anglo, North American, men over the age of 16, only the elderly, as well as
Now
women and
this
children.
get behind.
Yeah, if
A
this would have
noble
happened, I would have been all right being a German.
beast, yeah, crowd. Well, yeah,
Boom! Boom! I
yeah.
forget to do that.
And a notable provision of the plan was the protection of Native Americans with their land being returned to them, regardless of whether or not they participated in or supported the war. So yeah, pretty dope. Viva
That
la,
should have happened.
Viva la Reconquista.
Heard is riflemen, infantry are stupid. It's absolutely false. There's so much going on in an infantryman's head when he's on the front line, much more than the danger and
Gato Michicano.
No.
Yeah,
He can't be saying that infantrymen aren't stupid. That is the lowest entry point for you to score
in shooting a
outside
rifle.
of
You have to
military.
understand ballistics. You have to understand patrolling techniques. You have to understand communication, how to follow a leader. You have to understand dispersion. You have to look around you and do all this live. They're brothers, husbands, and fathers, not just some low-income, uneducated people, but rich and affluential. In the units that I've been in alone, I've served or been alongside men who were orphans. I've been around professional jewelers, kindergarten teachers, movie directors, photographers, painters, full-time soldiers,
Twitch streamers.
captains, sheriffs, and there's been me who grew up in a middle high income family and neighborhood where I could have become an
Okay, that tracks.
To be
engineer.
fair, he's a YouTube streamer.
Grounder
He's not too
pounders.
different.
Fucking war tourist, and of course he grew up in a middle. God, what type of idiot would go over to war for the hell of it?
Looking for an adrenaline rush.
Far
Looking
Cry,
at-
bro. You ever play Far Cry? That's what happens in every single Far Cry.
That's a video game.
But that's what happens.
Yeah.
Art imitates life.
So when are we starting the project at Eden's Gate?
Eden's Gate.
You never played Far Cry 5?
Oh,
Oh,
the
shit.
fucking
yeah, I
cults.
love
Yeah.
that.
That's what most
I-
people in the game call it anyways.
That's like Far Cry 5 was like the most forgettable for me just because
It was just stock shit. Like,
Joseph
this
Seed was boring as fuck.
yeah. And they tried to like make him like basically a millennial Jim Jones. I am your father and you are my children. Then his brothers were like, okay, so you've got the fucking whacked out war vet with PTSD. Then you've got the like closeted lawyer dude that flies planes, and then you've got Faith, who is technically not a seed; she was adopted, but and she's the one that gets everybody high and turns everybody into zombies with scopolamine. So,
Yeah.
Who do you
Those
side with
quests
for Far Cry
suck.
4?
huh?
Those
Who do you
quests
suck?
suck and they're so repetitive when they get
You know,
high.
I've never played 4.
You've never played 4, but that's based off the Maoist revolution in Nepal. You're a Maoist. How could you have not played it?
Maoist. Haven't you listened to the Red Guards? I'm a horrible Maoist.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Have you played 6?
No, I haven't.
That's
I've
based off the
played
Cuban Revolution, bro.
The graphics are so bad and sick.
I don't want to play a
graphics are
game that
bad in
involves
6?
killing people. I don't want to play
Yeah.
a game that involves killing people that are based on communists. Like, are you?
No, you are the communist, bro.
Oh, okay.
But to be
Literally
fair,
the-
6 came out at like the height of the COVID pandemic.
So the
6
people
They
you
rushed
fight,
it.
so the people that you're like going around and you're cutting the people's throats and you're shooting people and shit. Those are like Batista's boys.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. I might fuck with it.
The
Who
girl's
plays
supposed-
Metro now?
You could choose whether to be a girl or a guy, but either way, they're sort of, kind of supposed to be Shay in a weird way, in a weird non-historical way. I don't know how to explain it.
It's a video game.
They are not dumb. They're just maybe less risk adverse or told to go here and do this when their country was invaded. They're drafted. Everything a soldier has, he carries into battle. It weighs a lot and it is exhausting. You have to patrol there with all that gear. So when you watch
Hear that? Do your strength training and your cardio, boys.
this combat
Already
footage,
do.
it's not like Hollywood.
Okay, you're gonna be my pack mule in the revolution. You're gonna be carrying all my shit.
Come on, bro. Don't do
Here
that.
you go, compañero. Here, take my loot. You can have one jacket out of the loot. Yeah,
One
we're
jacket
roughly the
is
same.
crazy.
We're roughly. See, look at you. You got on a fucking Adidas sweats. You're Italian. You're stealing valor from the brave Meccano people.
What? Bro, I sent you my DNA test. Don't play with me. There's like no Italian in that.
I don't even know why you did that.
Because
Well,
we was talking about it. We was
I mean, your
all
name is
talking about it.
literally. I mean, you're Latino, Latin. Yeah.
Who
Your
was
brother.
that Serbian sniper in that movie?
In what movie?
Sasha.
Yeah, you said you wanted to be Shasha.
Oh, okay.
Bro,
where they
I
have
fuck with
unlimited
that.
ammunition and they aren't burdened by 15 kilometers carrying 80 kilos of gear.
Skrilla, as someone that is a trained, as someone that is a trained personal trainer or whatever, what do you think about like the constant leftist debate? Like, what do you think about the people who say that leftists who encourage other leftists to exercise are being ableist?
So I came onto Twitter around the same time that was going on. You brought me onto Twitter actually because I saw like your tweets and shit. And I saw that was like the only social media you're really active on.
You saw my tweets in the wild?
Yeah.
Oh my
More
God.
so, I looked you up, but you feel me?
How
Like,
dare you fucking? How do you mean you looked me up? Are you a fucking pig?
no, I googled Black Red Guard.
Oh, you know, I found out that people have been watching me since middle school.
I've
Like
been watching.
every time somebody tells me that, I get like 18 more gray hairs in my beard. I'm like, what the fuck? Middle school for me was like 20 years ago. And now you've got like middle schoolers that were watching me stream or make
But-
YouTube videos. I didn't start streaming until 2 years ago, but like, I'm like, wow. So I raised a whole generation of socially maladjusted Maoists with my videos.
There's two categories of leftists that like argue against exercise. There's the people that call it ableist, and the people like it doesn't matter, bro.
And now you're a member of my cult.
And to address the people that say it doesn't matter, bro, exercise isn't going to stop a 9mm. Yeah, it's not going to stop it, but it can make you more capable in the situation where you would need to defend yourself. You feel me? If you are weak, if you're a weaker person and you have something like a weak core, do you think you're going to be able to handle heavy fire? If you're someone that has a weaker stability, do you think you're going to be able to keep on aim when you're shooting? No, you're not, because you have no control over the muscles in your body. You're not going to be able to keep on target to begin with. And for the people that say it's ableist, the Paralympics exist. You fucking moron.
I thought you were about to say the other word.
Not on stream.
Thank you. See, y'all are getting smart.
Like to say that like disabled people can't work out in of itself is ableist. Why are you like treating these people, these grown people, like they're completely incapable when they live fulfilling lives by themselves? They live within the means that they can, and a lot of people that are disabled, whether it be through something that happened to them or a birth defect, work out. Like that's just like the reality of it. And if you don't believe it, go to any fucking gym. That's how I know that you've never been to a gym, because you don't know that disabled people work out all the time. God,
and
fucking
physical
damn.
therapy.
Yeah, like this dude said, Gato Michicano, limp wristing also damages guns. That is very fucking true.
You know what fucking like got to me for the longest time? When you watch The Walking Dead, Rick is always holding his gun like this, like limp wristed. It's a big ass Magnum revolver.
He's a Texan.
Georgian. He's a Georgian.
Oh, he's a Georgian?
Yeah.
I've never watched Walking Dead.
Yeah, because you are the Walking Dead.
The reality is they are human and it is their job. It's real life and there's no actors. Hand-to-hand combat isn't that huge of a deal. Yes, it is a good idea to have a background of it, grappling at least. And it could come down to that. But even in very close situations, a meter away, I've heard from my friends and I've seen online, you'll probably be engaging with a rifle, not slitting its neck with a knife. Deaths are not usually quick. It is minutes or hours or days of being targeted. And then you get hit. And you know you're going to get hit. And then you're badly wounded for 30 minutes or even days, unless you're hit in the head, which is one of the smallest parts in your body, and you have a helmet on you. But maybe you took shrapnel to your helmet and it was enough to knock you out, and then you're bleeding out because it hit an artery. Or maybe you're super unlucky and it hit straight into your temple. But usually people die very slowly. It's gruesome stuff. Stuff that makes even trained soldiers or drone pilots throw up when they see it. It is
stinky shit too. Gut shot, you smell shit. If hit your colon, you smell shit. Death battlefield is shit. Basically, war is shit. And when you die, you shit yourself and piss yourself.
Ain't no plumbing in those trenches.
Nope. Every veteran that I've talked to has described like active combat as being like that overwhelming smell of shit.
Really bad, and you get a taste of it on YouTube.
They
but you
burn
don't
their
get the full
shit
picture.
too in big old
Explosions
barrels.
don't launch you. You feel
Yeah.
a punch to your chest. It hurts and stuns and rocks your brain, which gives soldiers traumatic brain injuries. But that's about it. Unless it lands right on top of you, you're not going to be thrown 10 feet in the air. You're going to be pushed to the ground at the very most, in most instances. It depends on the bomb. And to hammer in that point, the last point, grenades are not that powerful. It depends on the variant. Like the American M67 uses a more potent explosive than the Russian F1, but neither is going to blow up houses. It's not going to knock you to the ground. Its explosive is meant to launch very, very small shrapnel into the air at high velocity, not to level buildings or bunkers or throw somebody into the air. And that's about all I want to say today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something. And I just want to say, I'm not mad at you if you don't know these things. I'm just speaking as a veteran, saying some things that I think maybe you didn't know. So anyway, thanks for listening.
I shouldn't have called him an idiot. It does take a lot of fucking balls to just like be like, you know what, I'm going to go to a fucking war zone, even if he was a rich kid. And
I
see,
was gonna do
Sater,
that.
Red Sater is the type of person that you want out on the front line. Like, you can't smell. So, you can't smell? Yeah. Red Sater is going to be on shit detail in the People's War.
I think I
There
said
you
this
go.
last stream, but I almost did
Shut-
that like before joining DSA.
Yeah. Well, he would have had some combat experience. So, what do we think of this?
My girlfriend stopped me.
It's a good video.
That's good. Your girlfriend is smart.
You've just enlisted to the Ukrainian military. And at this point, you are an infantryman. You completed all your training. You went through basic infantry school. Now that you've gotten into your unit, you get a war note. You're going to be shipping out.
I guess nobody wants to ask us any questions.
Right.
Yeah, how many people are watching?
200 and 300.
Come on, y'all
300
gotta
already?
think of
Come on,
something.
bro.
Yeah. They're gonna-
A team up.
Maybe they're already
and
Maoists
then
and
head
they
back
just
to the rear.
like don't have
After your
anything to
time
say.
is done. Your first instinct might be, okay, am I going to kill any Russians? Am I going to get shot? Well, the stats of that are
Yes.
are pretty alarming, at least from the Russian military doctors when they gave the information about what kind of casualties are coming into their hospitals. 4% were gunshots. 20.5%, I believe, was artillery. And
Kamikaze drones, that go crazy.
Mm.
I imagine that type of shit is going to be used in the American People's War.
I
Like,
seen on YouTube how to make
Yeah.
one of those.
You're
Hello,
late. You're going to
guys.
be you're going to be executed. You're fucking late.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What the
We
fuck are you
gon-
doing?
We gonna sacrifice you to Moloch.
I thought you had poisoned yourself with borax.
No. No.
PRG is so mean to me. I can't do this anymore.
Guys, I just forgot, okay?
The fast food of the people.
You forgore. You forgore.
I
forgot.
I thought you were eating breakfast.
It is breakfast.
Oh.
Ew. But just looking at that gave me the fucking runs. Do
I've
any
already
of us
ate
know-
like 2 of these.
Do any of us know how to drive stick?
I do.
I
Yeah.
don't know how to drive at all.
Of course,
Well, if you
I
put behind the wheel.
had to learn.
of course, the redneck knows how to drive stick.
Yeah,
But if you
we'll-
put me
we'll be
behind the
good.
wheel,
I-
I'm gonna be
I'll
able to figure it
drive.
out. Where the fuck
Yeah, get
did
outta
he
here.
go?
Yeah, get out of here, you late motherfucker. You're a shame. You're a shame on liberation.
Poison
Fallout
themselves
3.
with Borat.
Fallout 3 versus New Vegas.
New Vegas.
I'm more of a Vegas boy.
Fallout 3 was cool, but
I like
not
Vegas.
being able to choose kind of fucked me up.
Like
New
every
Vegas.
time, I think like 75% of the time I'm streaming, I'm wearing an NCR shirt.
You
So
are.
yeah, I'm definitely
New
Wait,
Vegas
for
had me.
real? You're wearing an MCR shirt?
No,
No,
in
you
the
idiot.
Not right now.
fucking emo bullshit.
No.
Stay safe out there. Oh, wrong hand. Stay safe out there.
Liberation is like the Caesar's Legion of
Is
DSA.
liberation,
It's
discussing the possibility of having its own convention like Mug, R&R, BNR? Who
We've
got
had
money
jokes
for that?
about it.
I don't
got
think
money
any
out?
of us have
Are you gonna
money
fly
for
us
that.
out?
Yeah, we're not the bad. Those caucuses are petty bourgeois. I'm joking. Don't
Not
come
even that. They got the money. They got the people
They
Wait,
do.
how
to
do
put
they
the
have,
money
how do they have
behind
enough
it.
money for that to begin with?
at me.
Because they have more people.
We're gonna have join liberation and help us hold a convention.
Like,
you
I'm
gonna play
sure-
some? You gonna play something for us, Cyan?
No, I just want to fiddle. I need something in my hands.
Like
Play.
I'm sure if there was
Play.
like 200 of us,
You're
and
not
all
going to
of
be
us
able to
put in,
hear
like-
anything.
Play.
You're not going to be able to hear anything. I don't have an amp.
See, he doesn't know how to follow orders. He's late.
I hear it. I hear it.
I'm sure if there was like 200 of us and all of us for 6 months put $10 into a fund a month, then we would have hella money to have a convention. But we don't have the numbers for that, and we don't have the time for that.
The fuck is going to have a convention?
Does Mug require fees?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I'm just saying, like,
well, would anybody look? If a caucus charged dues, would anybody join said caucus? If Liberation was like, you have to send us fucking $10 a month, I wouldn't even join that. I already paid national dues. No way.
I would pay.
I also would not pay anything.
Play Wonderwall.
No,
I would pay dues. We gotta have
this
money
is a
to
base. This is a base.
Let's charge dues to our white members only.
Hey, let's not get carried away.
Yeah, let's raise money to get Cyan a banjo.
I would also support that actually.
Why the fuck are you playing bass? That's my job. You took my job.
You don't play shit.
You can't charge the unemployed person dues.
You can't play shit.
Everybody knows that all the bass players are black. You stole a job from a black person, like me. I even have a goatee.
You're so hot.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, you are.
Can you mute yourself? Just fucking ghetto. Anyway, it's fucking ghetto. What do you think of? I don't. What the fuck? Why are you asking me about Chris Catrone? I don't give a fuck about. You know, they actually invited me to some like little round table they're doing. I'm like, I'm not going to this shit. Platypus Affiliated Society. That already sounds like a cult.
What the?
You asking me about Chris Catrone for? Fuck Chris Catrone. What does that cracker ever done for me? It's like some type of post Trotskyite book club. I don't know. What were we even need a convention for?
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't joined VNR yet.
Yeah. What we need a convention for? Let's go back to seeing how these Ruskers are getting killed.
3/4 of it were FPVs, Mavics, drops, all that stuff. So if you're thinking that the most difficult part isn't when you're on the position, it is getting to and from the position.
Do y'all remember being on TikTok and seeing like these people fundraising for Ukrainian drones?
I remember. Opinion on you know what? I literally have. Why you're asking me about a book that I literally have like within a foot of me?
Oh, I so wish.
Yeah, the
I so wish I could have that. I have the Weatherman one, but I wish I had the BLA one.
Yeah. I got that too.
I want both, and I have neither.
I went through a Weather Underground phase in college. That was not when I blew up the swing set, but anyways. Yeah. I've got
okay,
that.
am I the only one who doesn't even know what this swing set shit is? Like, what is this? What is this?
Well, BRG tricked Dr. Phil into saying cracker control, so.
Wait, what?
Google Dr. Phil swing set.
Why did you even agree to go on that?
You went on Dr. Phil?
Yeah. Did this something that you did not know?
No. I'm not obsessed with you like all the other gremlins.
I just thought it was common sense. Like, I thought this was like super knowledgeable, like common knowledge.
Are you the neighbor that tried to blow up a couple swing sets?
Maybe.
So now it's T-minus 2 hours before you're going to begin the operation, or at least the movement to your defensive position.
Cyan, you Gato Michicano said you can.
We should have him on stream.
Yeah, he's literally in the fucking Discord. Why is he watching instead of joining?
Yeah, Kev, get on. What the fuck?
He's got real stuff to do besides hang out with us reprobate.
But he's just
watching.
That is
true. He is a very busy person.
Front line, you're pretty
very busy person.
He's probably spamming out links to all of his group chats. Get people to show up.
Why do you
risk at 10 kilometers? You're not going to be hearing artillery. You're not going to be seeing FPVs, most likely. Your biggest risk is going to be FABs or CACs, which are from the Orlons, which are above you. So Orlons are reconnaissance drones that are up in the air, and they operate pretty much all over the battlefield, but including the rear parts. And they are just looking for large targets. That's pretty much the only risk at that point. Now, it's time to go and drive to position. You get into the car, you start driving. Within 6 kilometers of the front line, you're going to start to hear some artillery positions.
Hey, look, it's Arma IRL.
Firing at the enemy. You're not going to be
like 95% of that game is driving, and the other 5% is getting shot.
Receiving much incoming, if any at all, because 6 kilometers of terrain. There's a lot of hills. There's a lot of stuff in the way.
Not gonna lie, you make me want to get on the game.
Get over that hill.
What on Arma? Yeah, join.
Dude, Darkness bought it for me. Why don't we just play?
Bro, I don't own it.
If I get caught, bro, I have to be at work soon. If I get caught up in an Arma game, I'm going to be fired, and I'm still in training.
Oh shit.
Now, within
Wait,
about
when's your
4 kilometers of
shift?
the front line, that's where you can expect
10:30.
The cool thing about
possible
my job is I could play the game.
Stop
all-
trying to get me to dox myself, you sneaky little bastard.
You got me.
The cool thing about
120s.
my job is I could
Now I'm
play
gonna
the
have
game.
motherfuckers showing up on my job asking for autographs.
80s, 81s,
You
82s,
wish.
and FPVs as well. So that's where the war kind of opens up within 4 kilometers. But usually within 4, you're not going to be taking too much incoming. Right when you get to 2 kilometers of the front line, everything is looking at you. Everything is in the game. You get dropped off, and you are dropped off not in the middle of nowhere. You're dropped off right next to Mavic positions, right next to SPG gunners, heavy machine gunners, sometimes tanks, and mortar positions. This is where the majority of the indirect fire and Mavic drone type weapons are operating. So you get there, and they drop you off, get all your bags from the back of it, car drives off.
Bro, they just literally just drop you off in the midst of the shit. They offer you like maybe like a week and a half of training, and they're like, "Good luck, go die."
That's the
Bro,
same
this
thing
is-
the Kurds were doing. They gave you like 2 weeks of actual training, 2 weeks of ideological training, and then they sent you out there.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like the U.S. military that has resources and money. Like these are, I mean, like especially the YPG. Like it's a guerrilla force. It's a self-defense force. They don't have
I mean,
resources like that.
They got people though. They got numbers. They have 100,000 fighters.
And that's more important, as Mao taught us. That's more important than weapons and money, anyways. What did he say? If the enemy has weapons, we have weapons. If the enemy has food, we have food. It's just a matter of taking it from them. That's why pop quiz. Let's see who knows a Maoist theory. If you have 500 enemy troops, or you have a convoy with supplies, which do you want to hit?
The convoy.
The convoy.
Why?
Because
Why?
it has all their supplies.
Yeah, so you can starve the fuckers and then take it for yourself.
And then they'll be reluctant about using those supply lines again.
Yeah. Oh, y'all have been studying.
Now, the problem is that the warning order that you got, it's outdated. The situation on the battlefield changes constantly, and the day before, a Russian jet flew by, launched a couple cluster munitions, dropped a bunch of those leaf mines, the PFMs, and they settled on the ground. So this makes it so that you have to
Wait, they got mines that look like, I'm about to say, like the leaves on the ground are mines.
take the trails. All of your training for taking wedge formations or tactical columns, you
Wedge is my favorite formation, by the way.
can't do that. You have to
I'm going to play Mountain Blade sometime. The wedge is my favorite position.
walk in
That's how you break a shield wall.
a single file line. Your
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, I'm
to
putting
your
belt to
core
ass right
position.
now.
First thing you do as soon as you
You
set
putting what?
You talking about playing games put me in the mood to play a game. I'm watching this.
Yeah, I want to
and
play a
playing.
fucking game. Can we play a game? Let's play GTA.
I'm on Roblox right now. I ain't even gonna lie.
I don't
Oh
even
my
have
god,
any
we should get them on
games. Come
Roblox.
y'all.
That would
Yo,
be so
we
fucking
are.
funny. Please, bro.
I'm not playing
Come
no fucking Roblox. I already lit. Another comrade tricked me into playing Fortnite.
Bro, no, play Roblox.
I don't want to play Roblox.
Maria made a good point though. I mean, you can eat the troops if you want to be a cannibal army.
What am I going to do with what am I going to do with 15,000 guys if they've all got kudu? Do you know what cannibalism does to you? Let's look it up.
Actually,
All kinds of
you only
prions.
really
All kinds of prions.
the only harm that can be caused by prions is if you eat the brain. Just avoid eating the brain.
Yeah. If
My
you avoid the
ancestors
brain,
did
you're
it.
fine.
No. Oh yeah. Aztec posting. Did y'all see this crazy ass article? Yeah, apparently we run DSA now.
I hope so.
This report explains how PYM used its power in the anti-Israel network and influence in progressive circles to advance its own agenda through DSA, and how DSA, desperate to be on the right side of anti-imperialism, blah, 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 blah.
They give the small caucus too much credit.
because they will not be easy.
World are here to fight.
On October 8th,
Yeah. I love how these people are basically shouting out like every ultra-left caucus in DSA. Hey, look, it's us. Affirming anti-Zionism is a core principle of the organization and dedicating ourselves to working in service of Palestinian liberation, especially as it comes under increasing repression, is our duty as socialists in the imperialist metropole. Only by
Bro.
taking steps like these can we begin to build ties with the broader Palestinian liberation movement and turn DSA into a proper...
Alright, I'm back. Are we playing Roblox?
Didn't
No,
you
we're not
just
playing
post
Roblox.
that? Didn't you
Bro.
just post that earlier today?
One of my
did.
local
And
comrades
they
is
already
in
made an article.
Red Star, and I saw that because she sent it gloating about it.
Yeah, it's like everybody in the DSA far left is just like looking at this and doing that meme. Well, it is right to be attacked by the enemy.
At first, I didn't even because I didn't look it up. I didn't know that was a hit piece. I thought that was like praising us.
Yeah. Well, any news is good news. What book publisher do we recommend?
Reminds.
Foreign Languages Press.
FLP.
Yeah.
Yeah, Foreign Languages Press. Look at this. Incompetent. Imbecile.
What's that?
I
other
do
one?
like PM Press if you want affordable books.
Yeah.
I like PM Press.
My copy of the Black Liberation Army collected works came from Rookery Press. So uh, let's do a little wish casting here. How do we think Liberation would make out at the 2027 convention?
We're gonna
If we play
dominate. We're gonna have every single NPC seat, but there's gonna be one saved, and it's gonna be for Red Star. And the one seat that they're gonna have as co-chair is gonna be Megan Romer. But
so
we're gonna have every single other seat.
there's only 2 co-chairs.
Yeah, the other co-chair gonna be you.
So there's not going to be. Yeah, so y'all are just going to cut out fucking SOR. Jesus Christ, that's nasty. They basically.
SOR isn't a caucus. It's not a caucus.
That's
true.
Is there any point to trying to get people on the NLC, National Labor Committee?
Yes. We should be on as many. Like every committee needs left wing representation. Will we let writers dominate it?
Hell no.
They set our fucking labor. They set our national labor priorities. Why would we boycott it?
Committee to reconstitute the Democratic Socialists of America.
Yeah, that's what Groundwork and SMC are going to do. Committee to reconstitute the Harringtonite DSA. Actually, SMC and Groundwork would be ultra lefts if this was 1991.
Right. They wouldn't even be allowed in.
Yeah.
The only caucus that's really Harringtonite is like North Star.
No, they're not a caucus anymore.
Yeah, but they don't even fucking exist anymore.
Yeah,
they only have like 5. I want to say 5 to 20 members at this point.
Yeah, they're not a thing. Not a thing anymore. I definitely do see us becoming a pretty large caucus. In terms of NPC seats, well, who knows?
I need to learn how to get on delegation.
You have to. How many delegates did your branch send to convention?
3.
3. So during your okay, so if you hold say it's 2027, right? So y'all usually they hold like meetings, like you have to nominate yourself as a delegate. Like, hey, this is why I want to go to Chicago. If you send me to Chicago, this is how I'm going to vote. So you have to be pretty aware of like the resolutions and stuff like that. And you have to fill out a questionnaire like what have you done in the chapter, blah 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 blah. That's why when I like encourage people to join DSA, I'm like, look, you can't just join DSA and be a paper member or sit on your ass and whine all day. Like a lot of leftists, our type of leftists that join DSA, they're fucking lazy. And like you have to go to meetings, you have to be on committees, you have
I
to.
think that comes down to the same reason that they were arguing against working out, is that a lot of leftists, unfortunately, are undisciplined, and as so they approach things with no discipline. They're expecting and they're expecting to ride along instead of leading. You have to take charge with the things that you do. If you want something done, you have to go in there and do it. That's why I'm glad one of the things that my chapter does that's really informal is we don't vote on things. We're like, if you're gonna take charge and you can get people to do it, you can do it. We're not going to sit here with the bureaucracy of it. We're just going to have you do it. If you can get people to do it, do it.
That sounds a lot like anarchist voluntarism. Like you have to vote on shit. Like you have to have some semblance of a democratic process.
The thing is with my chapter is like, even though like we aren't super tiny, we have just around 82 members. The core membership is like 20 people, and so we can discuss it and we can agree on it, but there's no like formal process for it.
We could get one. Like the more people get used to like actually engaging as an actual formation, as an actual party formation. But yeah, that's my main critique of a lot of comrades. It is getting better though. But like a lot of people, they listen to DSA posters, they listen to DSA streamers and YouTubers. They join DSA because my favorite streamers in DSA, and they don't never do nothing. They're not seen in their local chapter. They don't engage. Hell, it's been difficult to even whip these fuckers to vote. Look, you have to be at this meeting. You have to be at this meeting. I need you to co-sign this resolution. You've been talking about this for months. Here's something that can actually be acted upon. And they just don't do it. They're lazy. And you cannot be like, if you're serious about actually overthrowing this fucked up system under which we live, you cannot be lazy. You cannot just sit on your ass and not do nothing because you
Right.
complain about, oh my God, there's rightists in DSA. The right one thing I will give our rightists is that they know their shit. Like they're at meetings, they're writing resolutions, they're studying stuff. They watch our every fucking move. We have to be like that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like you're basically setting yourself up for failure. And then you're gonna get burnt out. And you're like, oh, I'm leaving DSA because you didn't do the work. You did
And
not
also,
convince your comrades. You did not convince your comrades. You didn't write no resolutions. You didn't do nothing but piss and moan and whine. And then you got burned out. You showed up to maybe one meeting a year. You didn't know what the fuck you were voting. Like we cannot afford to keep being incompetent. How did the left dominate this convention? By getting our shit together, by actually whipping these votes, these uncommitted people, and by basically beating the right at their own game. Like I met comrades. I met comrades. Oh, go ahead.
I also want to add that I feel like part of that, the reason that they get burnt out and shit, is because part of the reason that they do is because they have no prior work, whereas a lot of the right wing of the DSA, because they are moderates, they probably have prior work campaigning for like the Democrats and shit, and so they're used to that. They go into the DSA with now a bit more left leaning views. I'm going to call them. They are definitely leftists, but they're not as left wing as the left wing of the DSA. But either way, they come in with already existing prior experience, and that helps them with it. They're used to this. Whereas a lot of the, I guess, left wing of the DSA, they don't have any prior experience with organizing, and this is their first step, and so they just are lost. And you could also see that with online leftists a lot of the time, and I know that doesn't speak for the majority of leftists, but a lot of them are very, very, very online and don't have, again, fall into that category of not having much experience with organizing. And I feel like it all comes down to that lack of experience. The right has that experience. The right of DSA has that experience, but the left of DSA is very, very new. It's very, very new. I think you give the writers too much credit. They lean into existing structure, but we have to do that and create new ones in project community. I'm not
honestly
disagreeing.
think it's kind of an issue on both the right and the left.
I'm not disagreeing that they already are leaning on the structures, but the thing is with the committees in DSA is that they exist for both the right and the left. They just out organized us. That's all it comes down to, is that for the past while they've out organized us. And as we saw in this committee, with like BRG said, when we got our shit together, it was different. It all comes down to organizing, and
you have to be able to read the room. You have to be able to read the room.
I think the only excuse for a DSA on the left is if they're spending their organizing activities doing outside of DSA doing other organizing work. I think that's the only actual excuse, but none of them actually are that are like actually complaining about it.
Yeah, like I keep anybody I see complaining about I literally post, look, this is how you can help. Complaining from out, like we have 80,000 people. You're not going to wreck us. You're not going to split us. So you might as well join us. Like it doesn't matter. Like somebody's like, I'd rather start a Frizzo chapter than join. I'm like, look, no disrespect to Frizzo. I love those comrades, but like, why would you start a 10-person group that shows up to college campuses with some rinky-dink ass table, trying to pick off and recruit college students when in STLDSA, we have links to unions, we have links to various type of all different types of organizers. We do electoral work. We're even instituting a few new committees this year after convention. I'm not going to talk about them right now, but these resolutions that we drafted will probably pass. So, like a lot of good shit is cooking, and you have the opportunity to get in on the ground floor. So,
what really kills me is the Maoists online that like shit on DSA, and I said this in the server earlier, but these people like haven't read at all. Like Gonzalo himself was trying to reconstitute the Communist Party of Peru, and
Gonzalo would be in DSA.
Gonzalo would be in DSA. Yes,
Gonzalo would be a member of Gonzalo would be a member of DSA Liberation Caucus, and his name would be Skrilla.
But
you do look like young Gonzalo though.
But literally,
hold
like, the shining path prior to mobilization and a guerrilla force were trying to take over the Communist Party of Peru and reconstitute it along revolutionary lines. And so people online are going to be like, oh, I'm a Maoist. Clearly you're not, because you're seeing this in your own timeline and you're denouncing it.
Oh, yeah, they don't know shit about Gonzalo. Gonzalo would probably selectively annihilate these fuckers.
Young Gonzalo.
That's a little bit older. I ain't gonna lie.
I had pictures of his wedding. Hold on.
Hold on, here's another one.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
Hold on, let me throw on my browse. Yeah, I see it.
I have pictures of his wedding. Hold on.
Young Gonzalo was thick. Yeah, he was fat. That man was big.
No shit.
But Skrilla had a great point.
That's him right here.
Skrilla had a great point. Like those right-wing caucuses in DSA, and they love to recruit people who do shit. They tried to recruit me with bread and roses when I was organizing Amazon. And I'm like, what do y'all have to offer me, actually?
No, Liberation Caucus does not have any plans to become a Sendero Luminoso type faction in DSA. Sorry, Skrilla.
That's very unfortunate.
Oh my God, he even put his glasses on. You're really leaning into this shit. I just built your fucking head up, didn't I? Come on, ask us fucking questions. We're not here for
This is an AMA.
Play a game, bro.
This is an AMA, bro.
I don't want to play no fucking games. We are adults. Adults don't play games.
Says you. Shit, we should all pitch in $10 to get Skrilla Arma.
He'd immediately get kicked for cursing out everybody on the street.
I don't think you would. I don't think you would.
The reason I haven't bought it is because I don't think my computer could even run it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm running off of fucking what you call it? What is it called? Acer Nitro 5 that I bought back in like 2020.
Acer.
Yeah.
Bruh. You got to get you together.
Wait, is it Arma 3?
I've never owned a
Reforger,
like an actual like PC. I've always worked off like laptops.
I mean, haven't y'all heard the things those Russians say in Arma games?
My chapter is doing a Black August teach-in tomorrow. Any excerpts from Black political prisoners I should include? Hey, you know what? I literally had a bunch of excerpts from George Jackson on my Medium.
Ooh, prepared.
We should play Arma.
If I get caught up in an Arma game, I'm going to be late for work and I'm going to be fired.
I'm about to get on.
You want me to be unemployed like you? Misery loves company.
I'm employed now.
Oh, shit, you're employed. What do you do?
Dining
you got
hall.
A job before
dining hall work.
Oh yeah, you told me.
Oh, yeah, the comrade put you on. Okay.
I told you to join SEIU. I remember.
No,
the
but
principal reservoir.
The union that it's not SEIU, it would be UAW.
The principal reservoir of revolutionary
auto workers.
Shut up.
Or wait, not you. Wait.
I was gonna guess Unite Here.
How dare you cut off? How dare you cut off George Jackson?
Unite Here is under SEIU. That's still SEIU.
What are some of your favorite authors that elaborate on fascism in America? George Jackson, of course.
George Jackson.
I've got a bunch of books about fascism in the United States. Actually, I have one. Where is it? Oh my God! I need to get another bookshelf. Alt America. Oh, here it is. David Newert, The Rise of the Radical Right in the Age of Trump. There's also another book by Vicky Bellew. It's called Bringing the War Home. It's basically like an expose of the ideological and practical roots of the modern day fascist movement in the United States. Also, Vegas Tenold, Everything You Love Will Burn. He basically followed Matthew Heimbach, if anybody's old school Antifa like me. And
what was it? It was Workers' Party something. It was like
Traditional
Workers' Party. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He was from Indiana, bro.
Yeah, he started a white student union at Towson University. I think
didn't they become a neo-Nazi formation?
He did. He tried to take over the NSM, and it was like
Now he's like Nazbol.
Yeah. Okay.
He's like a Nazbol Strasserite. It's weird.
He got kicked out. They put him out of the they put him out of the National Socialist movement for being a communist. But yeah, he openly identifies as a Strasserite. But also this book.
NSM used to do marches in Kentucky.
Yeah. He actually used to be a Trotskyist.
The end of the Traditional Workers' Party is so funny. Now I don't know if this is true or not.
The night of the Three Wives.
Yes, bro.
What happened?
They were fucking each other's wives, and they like literally got into a fucking knockdown, drag out fight in a trailer park. It was the most white trash shit ever. Matthew Heimbach was fucking like his best friend's wife, and then I think somebody else was fucking somebody. Yeah. And now everybody calls it the Night of the Three Wives. That's what destroyed the traditionalist workers.
Fascists have the most like interesting drama ever.
My favorite
fucking funny.
My favorite excerpt though from he was at the Hammerskins, a neo-Nazi event, like for like old school grody ass fascist skinheads, and like he was about to give a speech praising Bashar al-Assad to these like drunk ass skinhead neo-Nazi skinheads, and like the guy that was with him was like, bro, these guys don't give a fuck about Assad. They call him a Haji. If you get up there, they'll be like, say something about the blacks. Why are you talking about an Arab? And
I doubt that majority of the people even know who Rockwell was. So you're bringing up Assad. That's like fucking a fairy tale to them. Because like I said, they don't even know who like Rockwell is. They don't even know who James Mason is. They're not going to know Bashar al-Assad. They don't even know their own people.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So this is from Unicorn Riot. This is Heimbach's group.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah. It was a shit show. It was a shit show. Just a bunch of weird ass, dumbass. Jesus Christ! It feels like it was fucking 20 years ago.
Damn.
But like, yeah, I was a street Maoist when all the shit was going on. And I love running into like other people who were like militant during that time and just talking shit.
Adam Waffen Division.
Apple Waffle. It literally means nuclear weapons in German.
Oh.
In a Discord voice chat shortly after the domestic violence incident involving Heimbach and the Parrott families, aka the Night of the Three Wives, the aftermath was discussed by TWP members who were active in the TWP chat server before the server was shut down. They discuss how future problems could be avoided by keeping women out of the fascist movement and by discouraging leaders from having wives or girlfriends. Ooh, a gay polycule.
Let's
Sausage fest.
You remember?
Which is why we have to take note and keep going forward. 2 times where it was turning good for us in the 20s. Both times, the first time was undone by a Klan leader who beat up his girlfriend. The second time was done by a Klan leader who beat up his girlfriend, beat up and raped a woman, and then she committed suicide.
Also, everyone, quick, there's just been an update on Visit Gab. Check out fucking welcome chat right now. Oh my god.
This was Discord voice chat, by the way. Like they had no secure comms. They were doing all this shit on Discord.
That's how fucking Apple Waffen fell apart. Not only that, but they also had federal agents in that Discord.
All this shit is fetted the fuck up, man.
The entire right during like which is funny because like they were built up to be like this massive threat, especially with the Unite the Right rally that happened in 2017. It wasn't 2018. I forget. But either way, like half of them people were fucking federal agents. They posed no actual threat.
Yeah.
What's really funny about this is it's almost exactly on the anniversary of Wifegate 1. Shit about TWP because this all came at the perfect fucking time. And like I'm just sitting here like
I wonder how many of these people are in the ACP now.
Shit, they probably merged.
All of them.
With Adam Waffen in particular, though, it's so funny to me because I don't know if you know who Joshua Caleb Sutter is, but Joshua Caleb Sutter was an FBI agent since 2003 or 2001.
There's a Rolling Stone article about them.
He was an FBI agent from the early 2000s, infiltrated Temple of Blood which was an 09A Nexion, and that's a whole different story that I
Weren't
can't
they
even
tied? Weren't
really
they
get
tied
into.
to the fucking shit that happened in Minneapolis? Like,
Yeah,
a lot of, and there was
09A.
a black. Yeah, Order of the Nine Angles. Those people are fucking nuts.
Those
And
people are
like
crazy.
they
And
literally target like people who are like obviously very extremely mentally ill. Like there was a black kid that did a shooting last year, and he
he
had
was
a whole bunch of
09A.
he had a whole bunch of that bullshit. Like this fucking creepy, bro. Like if you
Um,
read this,
being into the occult, I've had a very, very unfortunate amount of run-ins with these people, and they're all schizophrenic, really, when it comes down to it, and especially when you get into like the other Nexions of it, like that's what they call their little groups, Nexions. Like if you talk to anyone that was in, God forbid, Temple of Blood or 764 or Terragram or any of that shit, like they're all insane. They're all fucking insane. And like I said, I practice the occult, and so unfortunately, I've had run-ins with these people. They're all fucking crazy. They're all
where is
insane.
Brujo?
This is what playing Wolfenstein when you're growing up does.
Screwed tú eres un pinche brujo,
A little bit.
Yeah. I guess I'm like half.
Wasn't the recent shooter also like into 098 shit or 098 shit?
098. And it's also unfortunate because
DSA 09A caucus.
No.
That was awful.
09A themselves are like reading their literature. It's very weird because they're just accelerationists in general. It's just like, I mean, of course, Nazis would.
The Nick Land to 09A pipeline needs to be studied.
But of course, Nazis would climb onto that because they themselves.
What is the groundwork, Labubu? What is the groundwork, Labubu, coming to all of this?
Burning it was acceleration towards DSA Civil War, which is gonna please fucking Noctulius or whatever the fuck they worship.
What the fuck is Noctul, bro?
That's what they fucking worship.
I'd rather worship the groundwork, Labubu.
Groundwork, Labubu.
Yes,
why not Cthulhu? Come on.
They died for our sins. Well,
I
why
try not to hang
Cthulhu?
around
Because
too much in those circles.
Because Lovecraft was a disgusting fucking racist. Don't look up what he called his cat, by the way.
Oh, I know what he called his cat.
I try not to hang around too much in those circles full of scammers and weirdos when you dig around. Yeah, I mean, look, you just need to not buy shit from people when it comes down to it. That's really, 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 when it comes down to it, you just need to not buy shit. Like, I've been in this shit for a minute. I got this tattoo. I got this tattoo.
That's right. Just show all your identifying marks.
It's all on my Instagram, bro.
We get it. We get it. We get it. You practice Santeria. You have a crystal ball. All right.
And I'm wearing a Tech 9 shirt.
What a motley crew. I'm wearing a 314 shirt.
Bro, Tech 9, are you like 40?
What is it? 2000? Is it 2000?
I used to love Tech 9.
I'm sure you did.
Missouri has to be known for something besides cheese and caves and riots.
Tech 9's from Missouri?
It's from Kansas City. A lot of people from Missouri. Eminem was born in Missouri.
You're my favorite rapper from Missouri.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's why we produce so many gritty ass rappers, because we're the state of misery.
Missouri.
Ask us questions.
Let's play Roblox.
No.
Sexy Red from St. Louis.
Don't mention her. You know she got
Red from St. Louis.
Yeah, she is. Everywhere she goes, she gets put out because she's just so. I love her.
I love her. I love her so
everywhere
fucking much, bro.
Everywhere she goes in St. Louis, she gets kicked the fuck out. She got kicked the fuck out of Chaffetz Arena because she's like, it was a bus full of kids there or something, and she was in the she was in the fucking parking lot smoking weed, and all her little girlfriends were twerking. And
she has no filter at all.
No, she doesn't. She's from St. Louis. Of course she doesn't.
I ain't gonna lie. If I moved down there, I wouldn't kick her out.
Yeah, you'd probably try to engage in relations with her. Anyways.
No denying.
This dude said, "What should my next gun be, and why is it a nuke? It should be a nuke.
A nuke?
A nuke."
Why is like every fucking piece of rap drama with some dude? It's always a 15-minute long video with some dude with the receding hairline who does not know how to talk into a microphone.
Boba Lamb.
Let me tell you what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Or some fucking busted ass white dude who's probably
Boba Lamb.
who probably moonlights as a fucking FBI agent. It's like, so you've killed people, yeah, man. I'm like, why do people keep talking to DJ Vlad and No Jumper? Like, why do you keep doing this?
Trap
Everybody
Lord.
knows. Everybody knows that these white motherfuckers are getting people in trouble. Why do you keep talking to them? Everybody that goes on these shows ends up busted. New here. Can you TLDR route Maoism? What do you think the Little Red Book is for?
Okay,
Why don't we just
you
read
want a
the Little Red
TLDR
Book?
of Maoism? I could do that. I could
Kill Whitey.
Mass line, militarization of the party, 3 instruments, cultural revolution, law of contradiction, protracted people's war,
and killing Whitey.
You're just saying shit. You have to explain it.
I
tell
think it's
people
pretty
it's
self-explanatory.
Whitey
the
bad.
best method for preventing capitalist restoration.
Okay, you want an explanation? 3 instruments: the party, the army, the movement. Mass line, from the masses to the masses. Militarization of the party. The party is the army. Cultural revolution, an end to bourgeois culture. Law of contradiction is the unity of opposites. And protracted people's war is 3-stage warfare. There you go. There is the fucking tenets of Maoism. Simplified, super simplified. TLDR.
Chris is dancing.
Hey! Where were you when I'm sick? Where were you when I'm dead? So far, sketchy. So far, sketchy.
There's your TLDR.
I got so happy to see that.
There's your TRDL. That's your TLDR of Maoism.
Bro, look at how good this shit looks.
What is that? That's some more White Castle?
Belgian waffle slider with extra egg, extra sausage, extra cheese, bro.
Extra fart.
It's loaded out.
I grew up on White Castles. I can barely stand to smell them fuckers now.
I grew up in this shit too. I love it. Reminds me of my childhood.
White Castle has never bothered me.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
You don't know?
That's because you're not from the Midwest.
Oh,
my bad.
What's y'all's restaurant? What's y'all's restaurant in Kentucky? Oh, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Nah. People don't really like that here. Nah, people.
They don't. The fucking restaurant is named after y'all, and y'all don't like it.
People love like the competition, like Lee's famous recipe. Around Louisville, they love Indy's chicken. Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah.
3 best local places in Chicagoland / Northwest Indiana: Shoop's, Portillo's, and Harold's Chicken. Now Whataburger. I've never had Whataburger. That doesn't exist in the Midwest.
Yeah, that's a Texas thing. I think they have one in Springfield.
You know the Yum Center like left Louisville, so like KFC and their brand, they're just like fuck yes, place.
I think I had an In-N-Out burger
I've
when
never
I was
had In-N-Out.
When I was in LA. I think I had In-N-Out. I would have remembered it if it was like all that, but yeah, I've never had Whataburger though.
See, I've lived in California for a minute. I've never had In-N-Out.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I lived out there in the fucking desert. I was a desert bandit for like 2 months.
I have read Panther Vision by Rashid Johnson. I've also read Defying the Tomb. Look, Kevin Rashid is my boy. I love Rashid.
Kentucky just got Wawa's, like those Wawa convenience stores.
What the fuck is Wawa?
We got 2 Buc-ee's. We got 2 Buc-ee's.
East Coast thing. Yeah, Casey. Yeah.
Y'all fuck with Steak and Shake?
It's all right.
Steak and Shake $4 meals.
I fuck with Steak and Shake.
I like
never
their
been to
shakes.
Buc-ee's. I've never been to Buc-ee's.
Wussies.
I do like the cute little Buc-ee's.
Oh, okay.
It's okay. You can come out of the closet. You want bussy? Okay, you can come out of the closet. You can talk.
No, that's not what I said.
You said bussy.
I thought that's how it's
I do like
pronounced.
the cute. No, it's Buc-ee's. I do like the cute little chipmunk though.
Yeah.
We don't have that taco tico. We've never had any of that. We don't have that shit in St. Louis, bro.
It's
You talking
falling
about
apart.
West Coast stuff. We got Steak and Shake. We got McDonald's, which is BDS. You should not eat there. We've got Burger King. We've got all that shit, all the national chains. And locally, we've got Emos. And, yeah. Emos is basically like...
Did you eat Portillo's when you lived in Chicago? Or not when you lived, but when you visited, did you have Portillo's?
No.
Portillo was on strike when I went to Chicago.
Yeah. Emos is basically like almost like that's our pizza brand here. Have y'all ever had St. Louis style pizza?
I didn't even know that existed.
I also didn't know that existed.
What is that?
It's like it's really thin crust. Hold on, I'll show you with Provel cheese.
It's pizza made on a tortilla, apparently.
It's not. No,
Do
it's
they
not
have
pizza
crispy, crunchy chicken out there? Maoist question, BDW. I've never even heard of that.
Crispy, crunchy chicken is pretty good.
Yeah, we do. We have crispy, crunchy chicken here. It's in the gas stations.
Huh. Not in gas stations here.
That's our pizza.
Hey, it looks crunchy.
It is. Yeah, I had some yesterday.
I love the crunch. I did not like deep dish.
That's
pizza
our
in
cheese. That's the
Chicago.
cheese. That's the cheese they use. It's Provel.
Speaking of gas station pizza, when I worked at the last gas station I worked at, did you know that they make their pizzas in like fucking 3 minutes?
Really? I had the best Indian food in Chicago too.
They like because I was doing night shift, so like if someone came in and wanted a pizza, I had to go throw it in fresh, and that shit cooks 500 for like 3 to 5 minutes. I forget the amount, but whoa, that shit is crazy. I didn't even know you could do that.
Since you're in Indiana, do y'all have Hunt Brothers Pizza?
What
That's
the
like
fuck
inside
is that?
of gas stations. It's just a frozen pizza that they make at gas stations.
No, there's a difference between Kentuckiana and Chicagoland, Indiana. There's a big difference.
Okay, you're in Chicagoland, right?
Yeah, I got a friend, and she used to live down in Kentuckiana, but she lives in Minneapolis now.
I got to get ready for work. Because y'all ain't asking no questions. Y'all asking stupid shit. Asking me
They
what's
ain't asking
favorite.
Maoist questions.
You ever had Whataburger? You ever had? Hey, have you ever eaten at our local slop restaurant? Yeah. And Cyan is probably somewhere drinking Borax. So, all right.
I'm just tired, guys. It's like one of
All
those
right.
fucking days, you know?
It's only 9 o'clock.
I'm tired. It's 7
Cyan
here.
is
It's
old.
7 o'clock over there. What the
Cyan
fuck are you
has
tired
Benjamin
for?
Button syndrome. All right, well, let's let Cyan take herself to bed.
We can't rely on him when protracted war starts.
Say more about
Sleepy
Coach.
Cyan.
I'll be able to stay awake until like 6 a.m.
Somebody asked a question.
Say more about Coach. Yeah, that's the Cultural Revolution. That's when we put a dunce cap on your head and parade you through the streets for asking stupid questions. So much good Indian. That's actually that's where I ate at. It was a place called what's the name of that place? Butu Khan or something. But anyways, it was good.
There's this good ass Kurdish restaurant in Chicago. Oh my fucking god, I love it.
I've never had Kurdish. I'll go there next time. Yeah, text me the name of that. But anyways, we are the Gang of Four and Gang of One because these other three, I don't know. But yeah. What brought you to Maoism? Now, why would we say we finna go? Why you keep asking us these theoretical? Why? Because Maoism teaches us how to get rid of the white man. That's why.
That's actually that's correct.
Wait, that's literally why you're a Maoist, Cyan?
Well, like no, but like yeah.
Imagine building
why
a revolution.
Why wouldn't that be
and
a good
then
reason?
Why am I a Maoist?
socialist
Because
country,
everything else is stupid and
it just falls apart
unrealistic.
in a few years.
Yeah, that Skrilla's answer is the best. It's the most tactful answer because everything else is stupid and unrealistic. Whereas the prospect of a Maoist-inspired protracted people's war in the United States is very realistic.
Like the people that are syndicalists, especially like blow me because it's like, oh, the unions are gonna take over and we're gonna rush in through the fucking unions, bro. It's not the fucking 1920s, you fucking.
The unions are too big. The fucking unions are too busy getting paid $500,000 a year if you're in the fucking bureaucracy. What are they going to make a revolution for? Like everybody's chasing behind Sean Fain. Sean Fain don't give a fuck about you.
I could make.
And
a
Sean
revolution
Fain's
with
just like
500K.
pushing people towards like
People like him because his
accepting
name sounds like
tariffs
people
and
like him because his name sounds like Sinn Fein. That's why.
Or
Sean
people
Fain's a
that
good name.
follow like some branch of anarchism, like municipalism. Yeah, like a fucking HOA is gonna radicalize you. Like that shit is so fucking stupid, bro. Like when you
People
actually
like
read
Sean
that
Payne's
shit,
accent.
when you actually read the theory of a lot of different ideologies,
People
that's
like my
fucking
accent.
stupid and unrealistic. Either that or it was realistic for its time and now it's completely outdated and you're stupid
Hey,
for believing in
comrades.
it.
Hey, comrades. Why didn't y'all tell me I have a fucking Southern accent?
You don't.
You don't.
You
You
don't.
literally don't.
I don't?
Yeah, not to me.
I was listening to myself, and I guess it's because it's like pretty much
You're
all
from the
black
Midwest.
accents. Pretty
Yeah,
much all
you do
black
have a
accents. are
Midwest
Southern
accent. You have a
You
Midwest
sound the same
accent.
as me.
I don't sound
Okay, I
shit
don't know
like
about
you.
all that. I do
We
I
not.
both
sound
from
like
the Midwest.
I sound like Skrilla if Skrilla didn't drop out of high school.
Okay, all right.
It's. I wonder if any other caucus in DSA has high school dropouts.
I'm just like
no.
Andreas Barter.
We got
in
people who
Liberation.
stab people in high school. We got
Yeah,
people.
we got people that play with weapons on stream. We got people that left high school. We got people that that have done things that I will not say on stream. We're definitely the Lumber Caucus. We got people who have licked the floor at 7-Eleven, and with that strange image in mind,
I'll do that.
I have a
Okay.
Missouri accent. Okay. Well, now Cyan is going to go lick the floor and probably end up in the hospital.
Again.
Yeah.
Will you guys pay my bills?
No.
No.
What? Not even you, Skrilla?
No.
Man.
What makes you think I would?
I thought we were like this.
Bro.
Yeah, when I pay fucking bills close. I didn't tell you to lick no goddamn floor.
I ain't even paid my girlfriend's hospital bills. And you want me to pay yours?
Okay, well, okay, you should. You should. You should be paying your girlfriend's hospital bills.
Do you think I got hospital bill money?
Okay, yeah, no. You don't.
I think I'm probably the richest one of us.
I think so too.
You have that streamer
I think so,
money.
too.
You have that.
Yeah, all $60.
It's funny because Cyan is like, I think he's in college. I think.
Yes.
So shouldn't you have money?
What college students have money?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't afford college.
I'm going to a state school though. It's pretty cheap.
Even if I went to a state school, if I went to IU or Purdue, you think I'm going to be able to afford that shit?
Yeah. Loans.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. Why do you think we're all in fucking debt?
I ain't got no debt.
Because you didn't go to college.
That is true. That is very true.
And soon
the hospital hates
medical
unions.
bills.
All right. Well, anyways, we are the Gang of Four and direct all questions to Mao Zedong at his residence in hell. Peace.
Y'all take care.